Eva's new ally, Leslie's bold proposal. Vernon and Bill clash. Eva steps into a new chapter of her life, still carrying the deep scars left by her family. She arrives in Fairmont Crest with fractured memories of her parents' broken marriage, a father's betrayal, and a mother's coldness left her growing up amidst unspoken voids. But in this place, she unexpectedly finds an unlikely ally, Nicole, once hurt by Eva's own family. What begins in tension gradually shifts to silent empathy, then becomes the rare kind of friendship Eva has never truly known. They share not only their work but also their wounds, and together, they begin reclaiming the warmth of humanity lost in years of misdirection. At work, Eva also earns the trust of Laura, a woman once a stranger, now a steady companion. Their bond grows from sincerity, simple but enduring. Yet things don't remain confined to relationships. The first major upheaval comes when Leslie, Eva's mother, makes a daring move. A political proposal disguised as a marriage offer, a covert deal with Kat and Jacob, trading power in exchange for silence about secrets on the verge of being exposed. A surprising gambit, revealing both strength and desperation. Meanwhile, Vernon, the power behind Martin, unexpectedly confronts Bill. Once his son-in-law and former peacemaker, Bill is now seen as a traitor for allowing Kenneth to return to the resort. Vernon isn't just furious. He begins to suspect Bill's involvement in resurrecting the long-buried secret from 2 years ago, a death that Kenneth is determined to bring to light. In a confrontation taught as a drawn bow, Bill faces a choice: stay silent to preserve the illusion of peace, or rise up against the powerful system that grips Fairmont Crest. Leslie, strong as she seems, starts to feel the ground slipping away. She returns to Eva, not just as a controlling mother, but as a woman afraid of losing the last person who might still stand by her. But Eva is no longer the soft-hearted girl she once was. Standing between forgiveness and resistance, she chooses to fight, but for the first time, not alone. She has true allies now.
2.
Nicole confronts Andre, Ashley's choice, Martin's suspicious moves. Elsewhere, in a no less turbulent storyline, Nicole, once Andre's strongest support, begins to waver upon learning that her nephew is officially dating Danny, a woman marked by past heartbreak. Nicole's concern isn't just about compatibility. She fears Andre may be entering an emotionally toxic cycle. Family tensions rise as Andre is forced to choose between the woman he loves and the relative who raised him. This is no longer a generational gap. It's a clash of beliefs, silent but fierce. Things grow even more complicated when Ashley, Andre's ex, suddenly reappears. She doesn't come to rekindle a cliché romance, but returns with the confidence of someone who has stumbled and now fights to reclaim what she believes is hers. Ashley doesn't apologize, doesn't hesitate. She dives straight into Andre's life, shaking his world between Danny and an unresolved past. Danny, feeling her relationship waver, is further rattled when her ex-husband Bill also begins to unravel. Caught between duty to Haley, who may be carrying his child, and doubts that she's fabricating it all to reel him back in, Bill grows unstable. Amid the chaos of personal ties, a more dangerous undercurrent rises. Martin takes drastic action. Knowing Kenneth holds evidence that could shatter his hard-won reputation, Martin begins his cover-up. He hires lawyers, erases traces, spreads falsehoods, threatens those involved. But Kenneth stands firm. He leaks data, contacts the police, and is no longer alone. A new network is forming, one that is dragging the truth out of the shadows. Martin, once the grand manipulator, now teeters at the edge of his own downfall. Tension tightens in every corner of Fairmont Crest. Love and lies, hatred and loyalty, power and truth, all swirling together. Kat and Tom can't escape the pull of their emotions amid a fiery investigation. Chelsea loses herself in her own romantic turmoil. Elon, Marcel, Anita, Joey, and Ted, all their storylines begin to interlace into a web too tangled for words alone to untie. And at the eye of the storm, Eva, Nicole, Andre, Bill, and Danny, each of them forced to make defining choices. There's no turning back. No one is neutral anymore. As Martin edges toward a final move to silence Kenneth, Fairmont Crest trembles. That fateful night 2 years ago, the incident so many tried to bury, is returning like a storm long held back, now ready to break. Coming up on Beyond the Gates, Danny stands on the edge of a desperate decision. Will she cross the line with Bill, even as he's still pulled toward Haley? Meanwhile, Tomas prepares for a romantic surprise from Kat, but what happens when the past isn't done with them yet? At the same time, Smitty digs deeper into Elon and Malone's secrets, inching closer to a fuse that could blow everything sky high. One wrong move, and the entire town could fall apart. And Naomi, will she see the storm coming in time before her world shatters? Danny takes a dangerous leap. Kat changes the game. Tomas is left stunned. And a new secret begins to surface. Beyond the Gates. Next episode airs Tuesday, June 24th. Don't look away. Every gate is opening, and not everyone comes back.